guys, Cassie Ho here, and today we're going to be doing a super intense full body workout. Oh my god, you're going to feel such a burn, and this is going to get you ready for military service in my army. So let's get started. And 1, and squat, and 2, and squat. Hey, so like, why did you enlist in Blogilates? Are you like into calisthenics and stuff? Oh, no, I just like guns and Asian chicks, I guess. A lot has changed since I made Blogilates Worst of the Fitness Industry over a year ago back in February. Not only has my channel grown since then, but Blogilates' channel has changed quite a lot in terms of content, and lately she's been supporting plant-based diets, and one would think that would give me all the less reason to make this video, but due to recent events, it has become necessary to expose her once again. If you've seen my previous video critiquing Cassie Ho's diet advice, then you'd know that she didn't have the first clue in understanding what foods are healthy or not. One of her videos titled Quick and Healthy Breakfast Ideas involved a pancake recipe which included 4 whole eggs. Eggs are so bad for you that they are comparable to cigarette smoking in terms of promoting heart disease. The consumption of 3 to 4 whole eggs per week is associated with a double increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and eggs are so universally known to be horrible for your health that the government won't allow egg companies to advertise eggs as being healthy or nutritious, as that would be false and misleading advertising. But Cassie, in her wisdom, eats 4 whole eggs in one single meal. So clearly Cassie was pretty damn ignorant when it came to nutrition, and the reason I made that Worst of the Fitness Industry video was to warn her many followers of her terrible diet advice, which, if followed long term, could potentially kill people. But things changed around 6 months ago when she started promoting plant-based and fully vegan diets. I don't think my video had anything to do with this, as Cassie is pretty thick-headed. She even made a video defending her terrible diet advice, claiming people turn food into a religion and that the only reason people were criticizing her was because she doesn't follow the same religion as they do. Yeah, Cassie believes that scientifically verifiable facts are religious doctrines. If any video or one person is responsible for Cassie Ho's shift to plant-based eating, I'd say it would have to be Mike the Vegan, and I'm assuming this because Mike made a video about Cassie Ho's back pain 8 months ago in late August, which is pretty close to the time when Cassie adopted a more plant-based diet 6 months ago in early November, and his video probably just scared her and showed her the very real consequences of her horrible diet.
I have a lot of back pain sometimes.
I'm Mike, and in this episode, why Blogilates and the vast majority of people are experiencing back pain. Turns out that atherosclerosis doesn't just give you heart attacks and strokes, it affects your entire vascular tree all around your body. But Blogilates is an active young woman. She couldn't possibly have clogged arteries. But when you eat animal products that have cholesterol, it starts young. This landmark study showed that, quote, almost all persons have aortic fatty streaks by age 10. And now, here's Dr. Michael Greger blowing your mind.
Starting in our teens, our discs are already starting to degenerate by age 11.
But how does this actually happen? It turns out that our lower back is especially sensitive to artery clogging because it's the largest section of our body that doesn't actually receive blood flow. This means that in order to keep your discs healthy, nutrients just kind of has to diffuse into your spinal column. Since we have tiny arteries in our lower back that will clog way before your heart artery, that mechanism of diffusion is prone to fail. Here's another study that links atherosclerosis, clogged arteries, with lower back degeneration. And to drive it home, the study said, quote, high serum cholesterol levels were found to have the most consistent associations with disc degeneration and lower back pain. And exploring the cholesterol levels of different diets, here's a chart showing how you can go from 194 being an omnivore all the way down to 146 as a vegan. But Blogilates isn't just any old omnivore. She eats healthy, right? For decades, she's been eating animal products day in and day out with high levels of cholesterol and saturated fat.
And foods high in protein like eggs, meat, and fish.
Here's some healthy wild-caught fish.
I am totally into seafood.
Which is loaded with cholesterol. Maybe some lean chicken breast?
I'm I'm getting a chicken salad.
Loaded with cholesterol, and to top it all off,
Then I'm gonna add on my eggs for protein.
so she's creating an illusion with the belief that she's eating healthy, but in reality she's eating all of the foods that cause heart disease, atherosclerosis, clogged arteries, etc. In conclusion, Blogilates, I know you have a really healthy lifestyle, but why not try snuffing out the early signs of heart disease by eating a whole food plant-based diet for a whole month? See if your back pain goes away. I bet it will.
So that was an awesome and very informative video by Mike the Vegan, and it's easy to see why this video and many others from the vegan community might have pushed Cassie in a more plant-based direction, and Cassie's response to the vegan community educating her and her audience was to file false DMCA claims against all of us to get these critiques and educational videos taken down. Hi there! Cassie clearly isn't a particularly smart person to have defended her position for so long that meat, dairy, and eggs are healthful, but it's also pretty stupid to file fallacious copyright claims in order to punish people for giving you logic and evidence-based criticisms. If you really disagreed with all of us, which clearly you don't since now you promote plant-based diets, why can't you just refute these claims against you? Why do you have to silence people by committing a US felony? I'm going to guess it's because you have no idea of what you're talking about, you're incapable of defending your position with logic or evidence, and you tend to just follow whatever fad diet is the flavor of the month. She's also absolutely destroying her reputation, as now not only are these videos she took down back online since she had no intention of pursuing these copyright claims with further legal action, but now these people she maliciously attacked made videos exposing her for the two-faced vindictive criminal she really is. Absolutely brilliant move on her part. Oh my god, she just shot someone in the face. Like, he didn't even do anything wrong. He was just trying to, like, tell you you don't eat healthy. Nobody deserves to die for that sort of thing. Like, just because he said your diet sucks, that doesn't give you the right to
brains are, like,
kill
all
people.
over the
Like,
floor.
he was
Like,
actually trying to help you too, to, like, eat healthier. But if you could help me, that crazy,
holy shit, that guy shot someone.
Oh my god, I just got
one.
I've already touched on this topic before, but it's important, so I'll cover it again. The reason we have fair use laws that allow someone to use content for commentary, criticism, and education is to protect the freedom of speech, which is one of the foundational principles of America, and pretty much all free countries. But Cassie Ho hates the freedom of speech because she wants money and control. These videos exposing her horrible diet advice make her look bad, and that makes her lose money. And she'd rather break the law and take away your rights as a free citizen than lose a bit of money. And I think this is especially sad since her own parents had to flee their home country because of a violent and oppressive regime. But I guess that's where Cassie Ho gets her inspiration from, to take away your rights and maliciously attack people. Don't be fooled by her fake smiles. She wants you to follow her, she wants you to think she's a good person, but in reality, she's a two-faced ignorant liar who will do anything it takes to make money, which includes maliciously attacking people who have actually tried to help her and her followers. Hi there! Oh, shit. Okay, who wants to shoot vegan gains? Come on, kill him and prove your loyalty to me. I'm not going to do it.
This is just seriously the hell would I want to shoot someone for me. I joined
This is crazy shit.
I actually saw some health videos and they're really
not just
good.
like, okay, everyone quiet now. Billy, why don't you shoot vegan gains? No. Put your hands up in the air and drop your gun. What? I said drop your gun and put your hands up in the air. Vegan Gains might be an asshole, but he doesn't deserve this. You're just a crazy, stuck-up bitch. Vegan Gains, go finish your video.
This isn't over yet. I'm gonna give you a copyright strike. Oh, shit.
So what's next for Cassie Ho? Well, her latest recipe video included dairy, cheese, and eggs. So it looks like she's back to promoting unhealthy, artery-clogging foods once again, and since most of her viewers are female, I think all of you should know that cholesterol directly feeds cancer cells, which promotes breast cancer development. So why does Cassie want you to eat foods that cause horrible diseases? Well, the only explanation she gives is in the description, which is this recipe is vegetarian, but you can use vegan cheeses if you would like to make it dairy-free. Just be aware that the texture may not turn out like mine. Aw, isn't that sweet? She wants you to eat foods that cause horrible diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, just to make sure the texture of the recipe is just like hers. Let's also not forget about the horrible cruelty that goes on in egg and dairy production. Chickens are crammed into tight, confined spaces. They're forced to produce eggs at a rate far higher than they would naturally. Male chicks are useless to egg production, so they're discarded by throwing them into a blender while they're still alive and fully conscious. And of course, egg-laying hens are killed once they can't produce eggs fast enough. And as you can clearly see, chickens often suffer from horrible abuse and neglect. And the dairy industry isn't any better. In order for cows to produce milk, they have to give birth, and in order to get cows pregnant, they are raped, and once they give birth, their babies are ripped away from them, which is extremely stressful for both the mother and the baby cow. Then their babies are put into the veal industry, where they will be tortured and murdered, and the mother cow has to go through this process over and over again until she can't produce any more milk, which then she's murdered just like all of her babies. And as you can clearly see, abuse and neglect often happens on these dairy farms. And you know what? This is just all worth it to get that texture of that low-carb Blogilates pizza just right. And Blogilates is probably going to make another copyright claim on this video to get it temporarily taken down because she wants you to be unhealthy, uninformed, and support unethical industries that torture and kill animals because she wants to make money. She wants to silence people like me who tell you the truth because I get in the way of her getting rich. So, like I said before, don't be fooled by fake smiles and bullshit. Not only does she give bad advice, but she's just a bad person in general. So like and share this video and even download it and upload it to your own channels just in case it gets taken down. And of course, if it is taken down, it will be available on my Facebook, just in case you want to watch it until it gets put back up in 20 or 30 days. And as always, keep making those vegan gains. This isn't over yet, just you wait. Vegan Gains is going to get the biggest copyright strike after he uploads that video. And put a copyright strike on that, bitch.
What a relief. When will this poisonous product cease? This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it. Let us begin now with the cow. The way it gets to your plate and how.